it's grounded in like data from Clay's third-party marketplace versus data that's scraped off the web. And it's kind of grounded in these like real things. And then crucially, each step of that agentic workflow is actually designed by a human and oftentimes kind of monitored by a human. And so you are not going to see typically an agentic workflow which is automatically adjusted by the agent. A human is going to go in and kind of monitor the performance and make changes. That's different than stage 4, which is a full-on agent, which is able to kind of modify itself over time and just kind of exist out there in the world. And so I think agentic workflows are the thing for the next, certainly through 2026. But beyond that, it does seem like some of the capabilities that are coming out, including like things like memory, longer context windows, more ability to reason. Those ingredients will help us build actually full-on agents. And I think, we're thinking about that at Clay. Everybody in the industry is sort of waiting for that, but it's not something that I would go into a customer today and kind of pitch with a degree of certainty that it's actually going to deliver value to their business.
So how do you foresee the evolution of like the buyer, like the person who's actually just receiving those emails, and it is just like getting flooded, conversion rate is going down?
So it's an arms race, right? Because a lot of people, including myself, are now using LLMs to filter their inboxes too. And so it's LLMs talking to LLMs. The thing that I think is going to make the difference here is being able to capture the personalization aspect of it, not only in the message, but also how the outreach is done. And so something I've been excited about, for example, is the ability to potentially orchestrate like iMessage or WhatsApp on behalf of sales reps, the ability to use Clay to do more in-person events and host high-quality dinners and things like this, the ability to send physical gifts to people and do more highly scaled direct mail campaigns. Those are things that I think are more likely to break through. I would agree with you that email as a channel, I think cold email is something that is really tough to do. You can do it if you have the right setup, but the best email campaigns are typically after there's been some amount of warming that's been done on the account or the contact. And so I'm kind of very bullish here, but I think that the types of orchestration that we'll do will actually move kind of from email more into LinkedIn DMs, Slack DMs, iMessage, WhatsApp, some of the places where there's still a lot of like human selling that's going on. But given how this industry develops, those places won't be like sacrosanct for long. I think people will actually use AIs as part of that, and AIs will actually do things like send iMessages on behalf of people. But it'll be done in a way that I think is not. We will hopefully learn some lessons from what happened with email, where it will be sort of like a higher trust type platform, or you potentially won't get in touch with people until they've been warmed up sufficiently within your kind of top of funnel.
Okay, that's awesome. So is there anything that I've missed? Anything that you want to add and I've maybe skipped that?
One thing I'm really excited about with Clay is a new feature that we have called Sculptor. This is actually like a chat agent that you can use inside Clay to build your tables. I think we've done a lot of work to make the technology super flexible and super powerful, but we have still more work to do to make it more accessible. And I think Sculptor is one of the first things that I've seen that actually makes Clay, accessible to a bigger range of users. You can almost envision a world where potentially sales reps are able to chat with their Clay data in kind of a nice way.